right, here we go. No, I didn't forget to start recording. All right, so we have two sheets here, everybody. I know some people may or may not pay attention, but I have to talk about this. So for this project, we have two sheets at the bottom. We have student loan, and we have fees and credits. We're going to work with this first sheet, student loan first. And then we're going to work with the fee. Yes, please get your shortcuts in the back if you haven't got, they're in the back, not the front. I'm not passing them out. So, student loan sheets first, fees and credits are second. That's okay, some people can just pick them up on their way out the door. Okay, so these are the two sheets that we're working with today. This is going to be the first sheet. Please zoom in. Excel 2-3 if you're just joining us. And I need everyone to be on the same page here, because if you mess up the first part, the rest of it's messed up. And I mean the full rest of it's messed up. It's my biggest pet peeve, you know this, right here. I mean, I don't have many pet peeves, but this is one of them. Okay, Excel 2-3 for those just joining us. If you mess up the first part, the rest of it's messed up. So here we go. I can't waste any time with this, because this is the longest of the projects. So here we go. At the top of your amortization form, or sheet, you will notice that you have the loan amount, you have the loan term, and that's in years, and you have a rate that is also per year. So we're going to have to do some calculating to make sure that they calculate for months instead of years, because with our amortization chart, the payments are monthly, they're not annually. You will also notice that there's a payment cell that is blank. We will have to calculate that. Total interest, that will also have to be calculated. Total principal and total cost. And you notice that McGraw-Hill in this project decided to throw us a blank cell underneath total cost up at the top. And students love to select that cell, and you are not supposed to select that cell. This is also a project where we are selecting cells as a range. We're going to hold down Control and select another range of cells. So yes, we are going to select non-contiguous ranges of cells, which you will see in just a moment. All right, let's get to it. If you need to zoom in on this so you can see it. Here we go, to the instructions. We've done step 1. Step 2. So the first thing we're going to do, everybody, please follow along. We're going to select cells B5 through C8. And just to let you know, as a reminder, you put your pointer in the middle of the first cell, and you just drag to the last cell you want to select. So B5 to C8, and then let go of your mouse button. This is very important, what we're doing right now. All right, next step, without me even looking. You're going to love this. Next step, we're going to hold down the Control key with our non-mouse hand. Everybody hold down your Control key, this is important. Otherwise, you're going to go back and select this. And then with your mouse hand, we're going to put our pointer in the middle of E5. We're going to hold down our mouse button like this, and we're going to drag to F7 while we're holding Control. Like this. They're going to let go of your mouse, let go of Control. So those are the cells that should be selected at this point in the project. And that was step B.
I didn't get that.
I figured somebody wasn't going to be able to do it. One more time. Please listen. Please listen. Put your pointer in the middle of B5, drag to C8. Let go of the mouse button. With your non-mouse hand, hold down the Control key.
Okay.
Then we take the mouse hand, we put it in the middle of E5, and we drag to F7, like that. And then we let go of mouse, let go of Control.
No.
Don't know how else to say it. That's about as easy as I can put it. Okay, now hold down Control. Yes, and nope, not down to that one, the one above it. No, only total cost, not the blank cells. Hold down Control. No. E5 to F7. Okay, let's do this all over again. Put your pointer on B5 without holding Control, drag to C8. Okay, now hold down Control. Now take your mouse. Put your pointer in the middle of total interest. Drag it down while you're holding Control. F7. No. Stop. Okay, one more time. Hold down Control. put your pointer in the middle of E5, drag, hold down your left mouse button, and drag to F7. Over to F. Okay, one more time. Okay. I'll show you really quick. Ready? We first select these cells like that, just by holding down our left mouse button. Now you hold down Control, and then you hold down your left mouse button like this, and drag like that. And that's it. Now let go with Control. Yeah. Okay. So, if you don't do that first part right, nobody's selecting E8 or F8. All right, next step. We're going to go to the Formulas tab. We're going to go to the Define Names group, and we're going to do Create from Selection. So, Formulas tab is up here. And it's right here in the Define. We're going to click Create from Selection. So what this is going to do, everybody, so go ahead and click Create from Selection. So what this is going to do is it's going to give each of these cells a name. Right now, in the name box, it's whatever the column letter and row number is. So, like, for example, this would be C5, C6, C7, and C8. But they're going to end up being these names, which you will see in a moment. Because when you come down here to create everything, it's going to take from the name manager, because we're creating these names, and put them into the formulas. That's what we're going to do. So let's click Create from Selection. And the words are in which column? The left column. Right, correct. Because look, this is correct because left column, left column. So that's what we're going to do. So go ahead and click OK. All right, I just want to show you this. You don't have to see this. I just want to show it to you. Check it out. So now you don't have to do this. Don't do anything yet. So when I click on C5, you'll notice it doesn't say C5 up here anymore. Now it says loan amount. And if I go to the next one, it says loan term. The next one is rate. The next one is payment. And then over here, it's total interest, total principal, and total cost. So you'll notice that that name box up here in the upper left corner changes now based on what I've clicked on. Because we created names for them. All right, save it. Save your file. If you see the words, it's correct, and we can move on. All right, next step. So that was C, D. We did not have to deselect top row box because you had left column box selected, and that was it. Now, they want you to go into the name manager just to verify that they're all there, but if you click on any one of these and you see a name up in the upper left corner of the box, you got it correct. You don't have to do that step. All right. On to 3A. Here we go, everybody. We're going to click once, just once, on C8. So here's C8. It's the blank cell next to payment. Now we're going to insert a function. We're going to insert the payment function. So here we go. We're going to click on the Financial button. You should already be in the Formulas tab. So we're going to click on this button right here, Financial, here in the function library. And we're just going to look for PMT. So I'm going to scroll down until I find PMT, this one right here. Go ahead and click that. Did it bring up a dialog box?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Yes, it should bring up the function arguments PMT box. Now, again, before we start making calculations, remember what I said earlier. The loan term and the rate are not months, they are annual. So we're going to have to likely divide some things by 12, right? Or multiply things times, like the years, right? Because we're going to multiply the years times 12. So I just want you to understand that in this project, we do that because we're trying to convert it to months instead of years, like it is right now. Now some of you would be like, well, why didn't we just put 60 in the loan term? I know, right? Okay. IKR. Okay, great. I can do the acronyms. Okay. So, moving on. What's my next step? Step C. So they would like us to click inside the rate box, right here. Make sure your cursor is flashing. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, everybody. We're going to click once on C7, right here, the 4.5%. Click once. And now it says rate, correct? Inside the box?
Yes.
We're going to divide that, that's a slash, 12. So our rate is going to be divided by 12. I'm not even going to look at the instructions. I'm just going to go to the next one. Next, number of periods. We're going to click inside this box. We're going to click once on C6, which is the number 5. And we're going to multiply that, that's the asterisk, times how many months? 12. So it should say loan term times 12. If any of you are seeing cell references here instead of words, you did the first part incorrect.
Would you multiply it by 60 months?
No. Notice it says right here, the number.
Oh.
So 5 times 12 is 60. Next, let's go to I'm going to go back to the instructions for this one. So everybody, that was step C, D, E, and F. Now, the trick to present value is if you don't put a negative first before the number, it's going to give you negative payment values. So we want positive payment values for our calculations so that it eventually gets down to $0, our last payment. So here we go, everybody. Here we go. So in this present value, go ahead and click in there. And this is the last thing we're going to have to do with this dialog box. We're going to type a minus, or a negative. And then we're going to click once on the loan amount, which is C5. So let me just show this to you. I know that is not a spam chatter in the chat. Hey, good morning to you too. Okay, we got our first actual chat message this semester. So you'll notice that the loan amount is minus 10,000. You're probably like, well, again, why would we do that? If we didn't put the negative here, your payments would be negative $186.43. But your dollar, this should be your amount, $186.43. Please tell me you got it. Everybody? No? I'm seeing some no's.
Why do we have to put a negative?
I just told you why. Because if we don't put the negative in there, your payments are going to be negative. And it's not going to make any sense if we have negative payments. Like when you pay money, it's not negative because negative means we're receiving the money. So we have to put the negative in there, otherwise the amortization schedule will not work. So 186.43, you notice it's down here? Go ahead and click OK if you got that. Oh, now we have multiple chatters in the chat. Great. We got some action this morning. Okay. So go ahead and click OK. And it should give you that. Dollar symbol 186.43. Okay, very good. All right. So we left everything else empty. We clicked OK. There's your check value in the instructions, 186.43. All right. We are going to change the formatting of that cell to accounting format. So right now it's not accounting format. If you click the Home tab up top. Did you quit chatting? Okay, I'm kidding. So anyway, we're going to click the Home tab, and we're going to change currency right here in the middle, the number group, to accounting. So change currency to accounting. So what happened to the dollar symbol when you clicked accounting?
It moves.
Yes.
To the left.
You were all correct. Yes, it moves it to the left. All right, good work. I'm saving again. Saving again, everybody. Okay, because we're done with that step. Step 4. Now we're going to click once on cell F5, which is right next to total interest, that blank cell right there. Now we are going to create another formula this time. We're creating a formula. We are not creating a function. The payment that we calculated was a function. It was a built-in function in Excel. This is a formula that we are going to create. Anytime you create a formula, the first symbol you type is an equals symbol. So everybody, please type your equals symbol. Okay, that was step B. Now they'd like you to click once on C8. So I'm going to click once on the payment right here, 186.43. You'll notice it says equals payment. The next step we're going to do is step C. we're going to multiply it by C6. So we're going to type an asterisk. And we're going to click once on C6, like this, and that's the number 5. So now it says payment times loan term. Next, so payment times loan term, we have to multiply that loan term times 12. So multiplication symbol again, 12, we type in the 12. So payment times loan term times 12. We're not done yet. Now, everybody, we're going to type a minus symbol after the 12 minus. And now they want you to click on cell C5, which is the loan amount, right here, the $10,000. So what this is going to do, before I continue, what this is going to do is it's going to multiply these three things first and then subtract out the loan amount second. So multiplication always takes over before subtraction or addition. All right, you're done. Press enter. Please tell me you got 1185.81.
Yes.
Yay, I'm saving again. Okay. Now everybody, without even looking at the instructions, people online are going to hate this, but hey, I'm going to do it. So your total principal, this is how hard this is, everybody. Are you ready? It's an equal symbol. And you're going to click on the $10,000 over here. Like this. You're going to click C5. That's how hard that is. And then press enter. So that should be $10,000, right? You ready for how hard the total cost is? We're going to type an equal symbol.
10,000 plus a dividend.
Well, we're going to do the 1185.81 first. That's the way they want us to do it. So we're going to click once on the 1185.81 plus, and then once on the total principal of 10,000. Right. Yes, enter. Tell me you got 11,185.81.
Yes.
So everybody, if you got this top part correct, the rest of this will calculate and work just the way it's supposed to go. So let's save this. Okay. So we just did all of step 5 without me even looking at the... Yes?
What did you do after calculating to get the rest?
What's that? Which one? Which one are you talking about?
The F5?
Yeah, F5, we did all this. Equals, we clicked on the payment 186.43 times the loan term, which is 5, times 12, minus the loan amount, which is C5. So make sure you have that.
Well, if we have that, we just click enter.
Yeah, just push enter. And it should give you 1,185.81. Did it give you 1,185.81? Okay, great.
What about for the rest?
Then this one, all you do is type an equal symbol and click on the loan amount. And then press enter again. And then for the last one, it's equals, click on the total interest plus the total principal, boom. Press enter, done. That's 11,185.81. Okay, just as a forewarning, everybody, one more time. If you did not set up those names properly at the beginning, the whole rest of this project is going to be incorrect. But if you did that correctly, which I'm assuming, don't you love that word, chat? Assuming?
All messed up.
It's, what's that?
I didn't get the right step, and I tried to go back, and
That's what I warned everybody at about 10:01-ish. That if you do that, I'm not going to go back and wait, because this project is long. This is a long project. I want to make sure we get it done. Other instructors have failed to make the 75 minutes. I have not yet, knock on wood. But I can help you with that part. This first part is actually pretty quick once you set up that. The rest of this is pretty fast once you set that up. All right, so everybody else. Now we're going to set up the I can help you if we should have a few minutes after class. By the way, you can do the second sheet without needing the first sheet. So I'm just going to have you jump right back in on the second sheet. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go to step 6. We're going to click cell B13. So B13 is right here, beginning balance. underneath beginning balance. Now, everybody, we're going to set this first cell up. So here's what we're going to do. Step B. We're going to type an equals symbol. We're going to click cell C5. Do not press enter. If you press enter, it's okay. Just click back on C5 or B13, excuse me. I'm going to click the check mark up here. Remember the check mark, everybody? Up here next to the left of the formula bar, please click the check mark. And it will say 10,000 with no formatting. We are going to format it to an accounting format. That is step C. So we're going to change general to accounting. And then it's going to look like that. Next, step D, we're going to select cell C13, which is right here. That's the interest. And to calculate that, ready everybody? This one's somewhat tricky. Here we go. We're going to do E, F, and G all in the same step here. And you're not going to press enter when you're done. You're going to press the tab key. You're going to press the tab key. We're not going to press enter in step H. So here we go. Every formula we start with an equal symbol. So there's the equal symbol. Then the next step, we're going to click on B13 one time like this. So it should say equals B13. That's okay, because we didn't name B13. So now, notice step F. We're going to type an asterisk and a parenthesis like this. Asterisk, shift 9 is your parenthesis. And then we're going to click cell C7, which is up here. C7, right here. Now, it says to ignore the list that comes up. So we're going to ignore the list that comes up. And we're going to type a /12 to divide it by 12. And we're going to close the parenthesis. Now, if you didn't get the words or the name manager at the beginning, you can still type all this stuff in. And when we go back in, the name manager should take over for that. So you notice what we're doing here, everybody. So the question is, why did I have to put rate divided by 12 in parentheses? Because this is going to be calculated first. And then it's going to be multiplied by B13. So division happens first. Multiplication happens second. So if we didn't do that, everybody, and we just had B13 times rate /12, oh, I'm sorry, the multiplication takes over the division. My bad. Reverse that. So it would have been B13 times the rate first, and then they divide that whole thing by 12, which would have been incorrect. So we want the $10,000 to be multiplied by the rate divided by 12. And I said press tab, right? Not enter. So press tab on your keyboard. Okay?
And why not enter? Will be the
Because
same.
enter would have taken you down to C14. We want D14. We got to calculate the rest of these. So tab, tab, tab. Now, everybody, it does say, verify the results are formatted as accounting.
Yes.
Mine are formatted as accounting. Oh, and everybody, these parentheses are not supposed to be there. That is a typo by McGraw-Hill. Moving on. It's supposed to be 3750 like this. Okay. Now, we're already on D13 because we pushed tab. So now we're on D13. Here's the next one. We're going to type an equals symbol once again. And this time we're going to click on the payment, which is C8. So it should say equals payment. And then, wait, we're not done. Then we're going to do minus C13, which is the interest. It will say payment minus C13, everybody. That's what it will do. And then we're done with that. So push tab on your keyboard again. Everybody, tab to get to the next cell. So that should be 148.93. Total payment. Here we go, everybody. We're already on step N. By the way, everybody, you know you could have just copied and pasted all this stuff right here into the cells. I wanted to put you through that instead of having you copy and paste, but I mean, like, We could have just copied and pasted these formulas right here, right into the other cells. But we're doing it my way. So here we go. We're going to type an equal symbol in for the next one. And this one is going to be C13 plus D13. So we're adding the interest and the principal together to get the total payment. Which, as you already know, the total payment is $186.43. Go ahead and push tab again. And there's your $186.43 for the payment. Every month your payment should be $186.43. Last but not least, you'll notice here, F13 should be equals B13 minus D13. So equals B13 minus D13, the principal. We're subtracting the principal from the beginning balance to get the new ending balance. Now push enter. Okay, did it take you all to the interest cell way over there? C14, did it take you all to C14 or did it take you somewhere else after you pushed enter? Don't answer all at one time. Oh, yours went to default? Okay, so it's going to go to different cells. Okay. All right, I'm saving it. I'm saving it. All right. I have great news for all of you. We're about to finish the whole rest of this file like that. Here's how we're going to do it. The next step. Remember the fill handle? Remember how I said it does increments? Like if we select 1 and 2 and we drag the fill handle down, it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. Guess what we're going to do right now? That's what we're going to do. So we're going to end up dragging that fill pointer all the way down to cell A72. But watch how I do this. So step A. We're going to put our pointer on A13, drag down to A14 like this, and then let go. So we're selecting cells A13 and 14. Now, we can't double click this. We've got to drag it all the way down to A72. So check it out. Put your pointer on the fill handle. Again, it turns into a thin plus like that. And we're just going to drag down. We're going to drag down until we hit row 72, which is right there. And we're going to let go. And it creates numbers all the way to 60. Good, everybody? People online? Even those of you not taking this course? Good, good, all right. Yes, we have a guest that isn't actually in the class, but that's fine. Okay, I'm going to do Control Home to get back to the top again. Control Home, that's review from last time. So what cell should I fill in next? What's next? I did the first row, so what are we going to do? B14. So we're going to click on B14. I have this memorized, by the way, everybody, so I'm not even going to look at the instructions. All right, fine, I'll go to the instructions. All right, so that's step C. Click on B14. So you notice what it says here? But I don't want you to push enter here. I want you to click the check mark. We're going to type in equals. We're going to click on F13. So equals F13. And then check mark. So like that, equals, click the F13 and check mark. It should be 985107. All right, you all ready to finish this? Are you all ready to finish this? What, all I did was this. All I did was type in equals, because if you don't do that, you can't put anything in there. And I just clicked on the 985107. Check mark. All right, let's finish the rest of this. You have no more typing to do for the rest of this. You're like, wait, what? For this sheet, we don't have to type anymore. I have good news for you. Look, step E. Double-click the fill pointer, double-click it on B14 to copy the formula all the way down to row 72. The results are 0 until we put the rest of the data in. So you're just going to go here, B14, right there. We're just going to double-click it like this. And the numbers are all zeros because we have to fill in the rest of the numbers, which we're going to do next. So ready? Here's the rest of it. Now we're going to select cells C13 through F13, like this. Put your pointer in the middle of C13, drag over to F13, like that. Then, everybody, we're going to double-click the fill pointer on F13, like right here. So right here, we're just going to double-click that, like this. and the rest of it fills in. What's the last number? No, all the way down at the bottom. What's the last number? Bottom right corner. And that's how you know you did it right. There's your check. There's your check value. There's your check value right there. One more time. One more time. This is why it takes so long. I'm going to select cell C13 to F13. Then I'm going to double click the fill handle right here. And it populates all the numbers. It's magic. If you got 0 at the end, save your file. We're done with this sheet. We're finished with this sheet. We are done. Actually, no, we're not. I lied. So here we go. Step 8. We're going to go ahead and go up to cell A12. Where's A12? Right here. PMT number, or pound symbol. Payment number. So we're going to click on that. And now, everybody, we're going to click the Page Layout tab. Page Layout tab up top. And in the Page Setup group here, we're going to click Print Titles. Because this is going to appear on more than one page, because it's 72 rows, and you don't want to fit it to one page, because do you know how tiny that would be for 72 rows? So Page Layout tab, Print Titles. Next step. It says click the rows to repeat at top box and click A12. So this is what this means. We're going to click inside here. Rows to repeat at top. Click inside here. And you're going to click once on A12 over here. And it's going to give you $12 to $12. So that's row 12.
Yes.
Okay. Next. I know there's a step in here I'm going to miss if I don't read it. Okay. Wait, everybody. So check this out. We don't have to do print preview. You don't have to do print preview. It does say click the page setup link at the bottom of the, okay, let me, hold on. Page setup. Oh. All right, everybody click this tab right here. The margins tab. So click the margins tab. Right now yours looks like this. I need you to click on this. And we're going to center it horizontally. Down here, see the checkbox for horizontally? Center on page. I get that. I've missed that step more than any other step in all these projects. I've missed that one the most. Because I usually just like to blow through this to get to the next step. But there you go. So that's horizontally. Next. Oh, okay. I guess we're done. So go ahead and click OK. You don't have to do this. I'm just going to show you what it looks like, everybody, so that you don't have to do this. I'm just showing you this. So there it is. And you'll notice, here's the second page. Notice the titles are on the second page. That's why we did the print titles. Can you imagine trying to cram all that onto one sheet? No? All right. Okay, we're done with that sheet. Let's get to the hard part. That's what's coming up next. Fees and credits, bottom left corner. We are done with the student loan. Bottom left corner, fees and credit sheet. Here we go, part 2. So, with this one, a lot of people get confused about the steps. So here's what I'm going to tell you before we begin this. You will notice at the bottom, down here, you'll see 4 different department names. Bio, FRL, IMS, and PHY. You'll notice up here, there are department names. Bio in rows, what is that, 7 through 9. FRL is 10 through 12. IMS 13 to 15. And PHY 16 to 18. Why is this important? Because when we're copying and pasting formulas, you're going to start receiving error messages. Yes, there will be error messages. I will teach you how to fix them a lot faster than the book does. But we are going to fix them. All right, here's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in so people can see this. Even you. That's why I'm doing it. All right, here we go. Next step. Okay, so now, here we go. Select cell F7. F7, right there. I heard like 5 clicks. It should have just been 1. Okay, we're going to type an equal symbol. We are going to click on D7. We're going to multiply number of students times course fees. So that's this cell E7. Okay, hold on. Do not click enter. We are going to click the check mark because we don't want to leave the cell. So the check mark is up here once again to the left of the formula bar. Click the check mark. And it should give you $1,500. You notice we are not going to change the format because right now, I'm going to click on home real quick just to show you. We are in the currency format and that's what we're supposed to be in. So that's it. Now, next step. Step C, double click the fill pointer. So we're going to double click this. 1, 2. Those are all accurate calculations. There's no error yet. Pretty soon we're going to be getting errors. You're probably going to wonder why. Don't worry, I'll tell you why. But we're going to be ignoring errors quite a bit in this upcoming part. For some instructors, this is the hardest part of the project. I think what I had you do in that first sheet is harder. All right, so now, just click anywhere. You will notice when we copied and pasted that it removed the bottom border of this cell. So we need to put the bottom border into that last cell. So all we're going to do is we're going to click once on the $1,500 down here. And I know I showed somebody this on Tuesday.
Yes.
It's in the Home tab. We're going to go ahead and click this button right here that says bottom border. You don't have to click the drop down. You can just click the bottom border button next to it. Like this. And it puts it in. It's this button right here on the Home tab, everybody. In the font group. And then if you click out, you'll see that it is now applied. That's a step that people miss a lot too, believe it or not. And they're like, what did I forget to do? I'm like, the border. Okay, go ahead and save, everybody. Now is a great time. So that was step E, by the way. Now for the real fun part. So far in this class, we've been dealing with what is called relative references, where when you copy and paste a formula and you paste it down, it's relative to the others, like I showed you this before. I'm just going to, do not do this, I'm just showing you this for illustrative purposes. I talked about this in the first project, where if we copy and paste this down, it's going to end up being D8 times E8, D9 times E9, etc. And those are relative references. When we talk about absolute references, now we're talking about the dollar symbols that you're going to find. Yes, the dollar symbols that you're going to find around the column letter and column number. Sometimes you'll find it just around the column letter. Sometimes you'll find it around the column number. But my general rule is this. I've been corporate training Excel for a long time, and I'm going to tell you this. The easiest way for you to remember what an absolute reference is, when you see the dollar symbol in there, we're locking it in place. So when we copy and paste it, whatever we have those dollar symbols around are locked in place when we copy and paste it. And it will be that same exact formula all the way down when we copy and paste it. So just keep in mind, if you have to remember one thing about cell references, absolute cell references, is that we're locking that cell reference in place. It's not going to change when we copy and paste it. All right. I know you might think that's boring, but trust me, in this next part, you need to know this. All right, here we go. We're going to click on cell C26. Here's C26. I'm going to just zoom out for a moment so that you can all see what I'm doing. Okay, that's good right there. That's perfect. Because we really only want to see this from A7 down to, what is that, E29? All right, so here's what we're going to do, everybody. We're going to be calculating number of students, total fees, and total credit hours based on the department. So again, bio is rows 7 through 9, FRL 10 through 12, IMS 13 through 15, and PHY 16 through 18. So here we go. We are going to be doing some ignoring, and we are going to be doing some quick calculating. So here we go. We're going to go to the Formulas tab once again up here at the top of the screen. And we are going to go to the Math and Trig button, and we're going to click SUMIF. So here is Math and Trig up here. Now we're going to scroll down to the SUMIF function. Now, you're going to see how this works in just a minute. So we're going to scroll down and find SUMIF. Or if you want, you can type equals SUMIF. Well, actually, no, don't do that. Do it this way. Okay, here we go. So our range of data for this is going to be B7 through B18. So all I'm going to do is, I'm going to come up to B7. Oh, I was already at B7. So you're going to put your pointer on B7, drag it down to B18. So this is the department name. That's the range. You'll notice on the right side here, it says bio, 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 FRL, FRL, FRL. That's what it's supposed to look like. Now, hold up. Since we have to copy and paste this formula, we are going to use absolute references. So you'll notice it says here, and this step is actually incorrect. I'm just telling you that D is incorrect. I'm going to show you why. Don't do anything right now, I want to show you this. If I do not do this, I'm just doing this. If I do what the instructions say, and that is press the F4 key at the top of my keyboard, the dollar symbols are only around what when I did that? They only appear where? They only appear on B18, they don't appear on B7. And that's bad, because if I don't have dollar symbols around that, when I copy and paste it down, it's going to be B8, B9, B10, and it's going to be incorrect. So this is what I want you to do. I'm going to do this one more time. This is what I want you to do. Right now, you are here. You've just selected the cells. The only way this is going to work, everybody, and again, the textbook is incorrect. You have to highlight or select. So put your pointer here to the right of B18 and drag backwards like this. Everybody do that, or this is going to be incorrect. Okay, now that that's selected, at the top of your keyboard there is an F4 key, function 4, top of keyboard. Push it one time. Yeah, go for it. You can borrow a whole bunch of them. Heck, you can take them. You can take them.
I gotta go.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back. Okay, so you gotta select it. Okay, then do this on your keyboard. Push function 4, F4, top of your keyboard. The F4 key, top of your keyboard. First row, top row, very top row. No, that's not number 4. Function 4. Yep. Press it again. Hold on. Press it again. One more time. It's got to let you select it. Otherwise, you're going to type the dollar symbols in around the B and 7 and the B and the 18. Right. So you're going to have to manually type the dollar symbols in. Type a dollar symbol in there. Put one in after the B. Actually, that's perfect. Leave it just like that. All right. Dude, get off the auto loan calculator. All right, so next. You get my humor, okay. All right, so next we're going to go to the criteria box, which is right here. So click inside of here. And this is cell B26, which is the word bio down here. So I'm going to click once on B26. Now, if the F4 key doesn't work for you like it's supposed to, you can type the dollar symbols in where I'm asking you to do that. So check it out. So now they want you to press the F4 key 3 times to make the mixed reference $B26. So the dollar is only before the B, so 3 times, so like this. 1, 2, 3. Or if you just want to type a dollar symbol in before the B, that's fine too. You can always do it manually. Okay. So what this is going to do, everybody, remember what I said about locking? So we copy and paste this down. That $B, that B column will be locked, but the row will not be locked. So you see how it says 26? So when we copy it down, it's going to be 27, 28, 29, as it should be. Again, if you don't get these references right, when you copy and paste it, there will be errors all over the place. Next, the sum range. So our sum range is the actual values. So these are in cells D7 to D18. And you notice you got to put the dollar symbols around everything again to make it absolute. So here we go. I'm going to move this so I can show you what I'm doing. So let's click down inside of sum range right here. So D7 up here to D18. And let go. And again, we have to make this D. D7 to D18. And then we're going to do the same thing we just did a moment ago. We're going to select it like this. And F4 on your keyboard 1 time to put the dollar symbols around everything. If that doesn't work for you, it is $D, $7, $D, $18. Hey everybody, guess what? We are finished. It should say 37. Right there, 37. If you see 37, we're done. Click OK. Should be 37. Yay. Because if you add 12, 10, and 15 together, that's 37. Okay. Next. So what we're going to do, everybody, is we're going to copy the cell. Hear me out. We're going to copy C26 to C27 through C29. We're just going to do that by drag. We have to drag the fill pointer. We can't double click it here. So okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the fill handle like this right here, and we're going to drag it down to PHY like this. Now, hold on. You're going to notice that there's an autofill options box after you fill it. And without formatting. So we're going to click this little drop down, we're going to click this little box right here. And we're going to fill without formatting. They didn't show you what to do with that one, did they? So we're going to click fill without formatting. And what that does is it preserves that bottom border. Remember how we missed the bottom border before when we used the fill handle? Check this out. It's there now. All right, we're just about finished with this, everybody. Here we go. Home stretch. Now, they want you to copy the formula in cell C26 to both D26 and E26. So here we go. Ready? I'm going to click C26 like this. And watch. I'm going to take the fill handle and drag it across like this. And then again, you're going to fill without formatting, just like we did a moment ago. So we're going to click this little box right here. And we're going to fill without formatting. Again, that preserves the borders and everything when we do that. Now, you should have, everybody, you should have 37s all the way across. Why?
Because I just copied the formula for what we're doing for the number of students. We gotta go in and fix it for total.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what we have to do. We have to go in and fix it. So everybody, I'm abandoning the instructions. Just to let you all know, I'm going to let people know online too. I'm abandoning 12. I'm abandoning 12 altogether until we get to step, let's see, bear with me. We're going to abandon, because, check this out everybody, you notice that E26 in step 13 we're putting in a sum product formula and not a SUMIF formula. So we're putting in a different formula for E26. So guess what I'm going to do everybody? I'm going to click once on E26 and delete it. Just press delete. Swipe it out. Because we're going to do a different function in there for step 13 anyway. 12 is confusing. This step 12 is very confusing. I'm going to show you the fastest way to do this, everybody. Are you ready? Let's fix D26. I deleted E26 just to let you know, but let's fix this. So if you're watching, we're going to double click. We're going to double click D26. I'm going to double click D26. We're going to be right toward the end of the time. We've got to get this. All right, so everybody, what are we calculating here? We're not calculating number of students, we're calculating what?
Total credit hours.
Total fees.
Total fees. That's the cell that we're in. So, if you notice, right now it's calculating column, but that's not total fees. Which column is total fees?
E. No, F.
So watch how I fix this. I asked you to double click this so you can...
F6.
Okay, so check it out. Let's check it out. So here's how we're going to fix this. Notice how this selection here is like in a purple color?
Yes.
Ready to see how we're going to fix this? All you're going to do is you're going to put your pointer on the border like this of that box. Notice how it turns into a four-way arrow like this? Watch this. We're going to drag this over to total fees like this. And then let go. And that's how you fix the formula. Because check it out. What does it say down here now?
F. 7 F.
Isn't that beautiful? Click your check mark. Click the check mark up here. That was it. That was all you had to do to fix the formula. Bam. Done.
And then we fill it again.
Now wait. Should we probably have to put like some formatting on that 5100, right?
Yes, we probably should change the.
Okay, one more time. I double click this. Now you notice that number of students is incorrect. It should be total fees. So you put your pointer on the edge of this.
Mine isn't highlighted though.
Oh shit. Okay, Nick, you're gonna get through this. I can't go any slower. Oh, okay. No, you're good. So we don't type the 37 in. We copy and paste it.
Oh.
So it should be copied and pasted from C26. So you copy, nope, stop. Just click on that C26 one time. Control C to copy. And then click the next cell and Control V to paste. And oh wait, no, actually undo, Control Z. Control Z. Okay, hit escape on your keyboard. Escape key, upper left. Okay, click once on the 37 on C26. Okay, now take the fill handle, that's the little dot in the corner, and just drag it over to D. And let go. Now, oh, well your formula in C26 is incorrect.
Yeah.
Control Z to undo. Oh, we deleted that one. Okay, so there should be, so click up here where it says D7, inside there, push F4. Yep, and then click the D18 and do the same thing, and F4. Now it's good, check mark. And now drag it over. Or, yeah, fill handle, Control Z. Fill handle, drag it over. One, there, let go. Now, double click that one. Now you're going to take the edge of the border here and drag it over to, yep, there you go, drag it over to F. There you go. And click check mark. Okay.
I tried to copy it too and I got.
Man, this is gonna kill me. We're down to 15 minutes. Okay. I am finishing this today.
I tried to copy it and I got this instead.
Control Z. Okay, just wipe the whole thing out. Alright, click on the cell below it. Okay, copy it, Control C. And then go over to the one, wait, you got it copied, right? Yeah, go to the cell above that, Control V to paste. Now, hold on, take that fill handle on that number, on 37, fill handle. No, a little tiny dot. There, drag that down to where PH5 is. Keep going. Let go. You're going to click that little box. Fill without formatting. There. Now you're going to take that first one, 37. You're going to fill handle it over one column. Yes, one column. There. Let go. Your formula is not correct. Control Z. You did just what she did. Okay. This should be $D, $7, $D, $18. You got to click up here. F4. F4, top row. No, cancel. Okay, it's the F4 key. Oh, we didn't need to hit shift or anything. Go back to the 37. Drag it over again. Or no, sorry. Click up here where it says D7, D18. Inside of it. Where's the format? Alright, so you gotta type the dollars in manually then. You have dollar before the D, dollar before the 18, dollar before that, dollar before the 7 also. Dollar symbol there. We're almost done, everybody. Dollar symbol after the D. There, that's what you want. Click the check mark. Okay, now, you'll handle that down. Go down. Yep. Let go. Okay, now put that box down there, fill without formatting. Okay, now take the 37 and fill handle that over, and double click that second 37, double click it. Okay, now we're going to take the pointer and put it on the edge of that purple and drag it over. There you go. Well, there you go. Okay, now check mark. Check mark it. Bam. Okay, 5100. All right. All right. Okay, Nick, you're gonna finish this. I'm finishing this. So, we just did this to fix the column. Bam, 5100. Instructions.
To change it from general to numbering?
Right, we're gonna change it, here we go, right here. Step I, we're gonna change it to currency. So, I'm gonna change this first one to currency. So, you should all be on the 5100 right now. We're gonna change this from general to currency. Bam. Now it should say 5100 with the dollar symbol and the comma. Now, good news everybody. Since we fixed this, now all we're gonna do is this. We're gonna take our fill handle and drag it down like that. And, ooh, but I wanna fill it with the formatting. So check this out everybody. Watch this. So if you click out, you'll notice the bottom border. Ah, shoot. Dang it. All right, let me do that one more time. Control Z to undo. If you did that, Control Z to undo. All right, one more time. I'm going to fill handle this like this. I'm going to take it down here. Then I'm going to click the little box that appears like this. I'm going to fill without formatting. Now, to fix this, everybody, guess what we have to do?
Go back.
We have to come up here, right?
Select currency.
And we're going to select currency again, like this, and it will fix it. Okay. Last thing we have to do. And if you didn't do the fill without formatting, it's going to put in borders, which is incorrect. We don't want borders around every cell. All right, last thing. Here we go. We are going to do step 13. We're going to insert the sum product formula. So we're going to click cell E26. You should be on E26. And here we go. We already did step B because we already deleted it. Step C, we're going to click on the Math and Trig button again. So we're going to go to the Formulas tab. Math and Trig. And we're going to find sum product. That means it's going to sum the things together and multiply them. You'll see in just a minute what this means.
Array of 1.
So here we go, sum product. Now, here's the thing. You got to make sure you're seeing all your data here when you're doing this. So array 1. Array 1 is going to be cells C7 to C9. Array 2 is going to be D7 to D9. So check it out. So array 1, C7 is right here. We're going to drag down to C9 like that, let go. And then array 2, we're going to click inside there. D7 to D9, like that. So just to let you all know where the 126 comes from, if you multiply 3 times 12, that's 36. 3 times 10, that's 30. 4 times 15, that's 60. So 36 plus 30 plus 60 gives you a grand total of 126. So that number is correct. Okay, if it's good, what do we click on? If that number is good, what do we click on?
Okay.
Okay. Good Lord. Folks online, only a couple people said okay. All right, so there's the 126. Now, it's going to give you an error. See this see this thing over here? No, nobody's watching this.
Ignore error.
Yes, we're going to click on the exclamation point here. I knew something was up. What? Got to finish this.
I didn't get this one.
Well, first you're not down at E26. That's where we're making the calculation, is E26. Click E26. Now you're going to click Math and Trig. Now you're going to find sum product. Okay. Your first array, you need to scroll up. Okay. C7 to C9. Nope, you got to drag down to C9. C7 to C9. You have to
C7.
You've selected a range before. Drag, yes, down to C7. C7, drag to C9. There, like that. Bam. Array 2, D7 to D9. One more. Perfect, click OK. All right. Next, we got to finish this, folks. We're down to 10 minutes. So here we go. So 126, you're going to see an error message right here. Please click this. Please click Ignore Error. It's not an error, it's correct. If you know your calculation is correct, you ignore the error. If not, there's a bunch of stuff you can do to go back and trace it, but we don't have time for that. We're finishing this. All right, so when I copy and paste this, I'm just letting you all know this. When I copy and paste this, the next 3 numbers are going to be incorrect. So what we're going to do is we're going to manually fix those numbers. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. There's an easy way to do this. So first thing you're going to do is fill handle down to D29 like this.
Fill without formatting.
And then we're going to fill without formatting. Correct. So you see the little box that appears after you do that? This box. Fill without formatting. I knew this project was going to be brutal today. I knew it. All right. So we have 3 numbers left. They're all errors. So check it out. This is how everyone's head's got to be up when I'm doing this. So to fix the first number, I'm telling you people online, you should see it. I'm going to double click the first number, which is 129. This one right here. I'm going to double click E27. Double click it. I don't hear double clicking. Double click E27. This is incorrect because we're trying to calculate for FRL, we're not trying to calculate for bio. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what we did just a minute ago to fix the error that we had for total fees. We're going to drag these boxes down to the rows for FRL. like this. You're going to put your pointer in the middle of the bot. There you go, like this. Notice how it turns into a 4-way arrow? We're going to drag down 2 rows like this. Then we're going to do the same thing with the red. We're going to drag down 2 rows like this. And now it's correct, because now it's on the correct rows. If we're done with this, we click the what mark? The check mark. It's going to say there's an error. There's no longer an error. We fixed it. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to click the little exclamation point, and we're going to do ignore error. And you have to do it a second time, and don't ask me why. Click it again and click ignore error. It goes away after 2 tries. Okay. Next one. Double click it. That's E28. What do we do with the boxes up here? We drag them down to IMS, down here. 13 through 15. Those are the correct rows. So we drag those down. Then we click what? The check mark. Now that we fixed the error, is there an error? No. So we're going to click this, and we're going to ignore error again. Notice that we're just doing the same thing to fix all these. Here's the last one. I'm going to double click it. I'm going to drag these down to the last 3 rows for PHY. And that's how you fix that. And then when you're done, you click what? Check mark or enter, it doesn't matter which one. I'm just going to click the check mark. Now, oh, what else do we have to do? I forgot to do one more thing. I got to get rid of the what? I get rid of the little thing there, right? The little warning. Ignore error. And those are your 4 numbers, 126, 105, 108, and 168. I'm saving this. Now, we have to put the final touches on this with 6 minutes to go. We are now in step 14. So step 14, go to cell F31. F31 is down here. Okay. Now, you can do this the easy way, or you can do this the hard way. I'm just going to type the whole function in there so that we don't have to do any weird clicking, okay? So check it out. We're going to type equals. Then you're going to type the word today, like that. And you're going to click this. Notice how the word today comes up when you type today. So click this. Click this, it comes up. Or double click it. And press enter. Ta-da! There it is. That's the easiest way to do that. Your book wanted you to do some other stuff, but I'm like, no. All right, step 15. Step 15. We're going to create a new sheet. This is the end, folks. This is the last step. So we're going to come down here and click the plus next to fees and credits down here. Okay, so click that. And then we're going to rename the sheet. So see how it says sheet 1? Down here at the bottom left corner, we're going to double click that. And we're going to call it range space names. Uppercase on names. There we go. Range space names, and press enter. Good, I got that right. That was step B. Okay. All right. So the last step here, everybody, on your keyboard. I really hope it works for the people that F4 wasn't working for. Now we're going to push the F3 key on your keyboard, top of the keyboard, F3. This should show up. Now I thought one person didn't get the names, so you're not going to see this. We're going to have to go back and fix that. For those that see it, please click Paste List. Bless you. And there it is. So the last step, without looking at the instructions, is, follow along everybody. The last step, I'm just zooming in so people can see this. I'm going to double click between the A and the B up here. I'm going to double click between the B and the C up here. That's what they want you to do, is auto fit the columns. That's all I have. That's it. That's it. I wish you all luck on the grading. This is the second hardest project. We're turning this in now. Go to your downloads folder. Should have your name, SPCCD02. We have literally 3 minutes left. Yes, submit the file. Last semester we took 60 minutes to do it, not 70. But at least we finished. At least people online, thank you very much for being patient with me while I got a perfect score again. People online, it's been a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you all on Tuesday for the fastest lecture of the semester.